Okay, YouTube. So I gotta I gotta calm myself down before I make this video though. So give me a few seconds, okay? So to me, I never understood why a pastor was at a Sean Combs slash Diddy party, a freak off party. I don't know why. Why was a man of God, quote unquote, a pastor at a secular party? When we all know Diddy is not no Christian. Diddy is no. It's not a man of God. Has never claimed to be a man of God. Was always partying, drugs, weed, women, uh, perversion, all that type of stuff. All the rumors surrounded him. Man, there's been rumors for 20 years, 30 years of Diddy being down low, brother. There's been rumors all 30 years. That's 3 decades. There's been rumors of Diddy being down low, doing alleged homosexual acts with men. And then a pastor who is a man of God, allegedly called by God to preach the word of God, has a church called the Porterhouse. I don't know where he's at. Don't care to, because I'll never be in that church. I don't understand it. I don't care if it was just an all-white party. You guys just went there, listened to music, ate, and then you guys left. You don't want to associate yourself with that type of name, especially when there's rumors of him being an alleged homosexual. When you know that being homosexual is forbidden because it makes no sense. God never allowed a homosexual relationship because if he did, he would have created another man for Adam. But God never did that. God created a woman for Adam. So obviously, homosexuality is not a real thing. It never existed in the beginning. We created it because we are fallen men. We like to sin. We like demonic activities. That's all. Because God understood what we needed, and that's why he created a woman for us. But now we demonic men, we want to go and attack another man's butt when we know that men are nasty, men are dirty, men don't clean themselves well. I have a little brother. That boy don't like taking showers unless you force him to be on a routine. They don't like taking showers. I didn't like taking showers as a little boy until I grew up and knew the value of hygiene, because I didn't want to freaking stink, because I wanted to be around women. If I wanted to be around women, I couldn't stink. I had to take a shower. I had to use deodorant. I had to wear cologne. And we all know this. Wives still find crud, doodle stains on their husband's underwear. So we know men ain't wiping that good. Americans don't believe in a bidet. We don't have bidets in bathrooms, in public bathrooms. You don't clean our butt with water. People are still using 1-ply, 2-ply toilet paper to clean their butt. They're not even using wipes. At least use a wipe. They don't even use wipes. So we know that there's going to be feces in a man's butt. So then why would a regular man say, oh, I'm going to go and attack another man's butt when we know it's dirty, it's nasty, it's infected? We all know this. A vagina is always going to be cleaner than a man's butthole. Why don't people understand this? Why would God want us to be in something filthy when we all know God is a clean God? God doesn't even like sin from other humans, from creations. Like there's nothing that what we do on earth doesn't affect God, because God doesn't feel us. Like we can't hurt God by being humans. But God still doesn't like when we sin. He still dislikes it. Even from all the way up in heaven, he dislikes when we sin. That's why he created a whole flood to wipe us out, because he was so mad at us that we are embarrassing him. That's basically why he flooded the earth, because of sin. And God knew that. That's why he created a nice, soft, silky, no hair woman. Nice long hair. Breath smells good. Nice skin. Nice lips. Nice body. God created that for us because he knew that, oh man, a woman is going to be a man's joy. And then we, as human beings, we say, no, we don't want that. We want a man's butt. You got to think about that. Isn't that demonic? So God created a nice, soft woman for us men. And then some men want to be like, oh no, I don't want that woman. I want a man's butt instead. Instead, think about it. You want a man's butt instead of a woman's soft skin, soft butt, whatever. Nice toes, soft feet, small hands, sexy voice, beautiful eyes, all that. Could caress you, could hug you, could calm you down, can make you feel joy, can make you feel pleasure, can bring you happiness. And if we choose to be with another filthy man, I don't care how pedicure that boy is or that man is. We don't care. I don't care if he takes 3 showers a day. He's still a filthy man at the end of the day. Men are not supposed to be soft, supple like a woman. So it's obviously you're doing something wrong at the end of the day. To me, I don't think that being harsh to that type of community is a good thing. I think we should show them love. But to me, I don't think they're ever going to listen. I think they're going to figure it out on their own. And eventually, hopefully it's not too late before God opens their eyes. That's all I pray for. Because if a man is living that type of lifestyle, I can't save him. I can't do nothing for him. All I can do is pray, and hopefully God opens his eyes to what he's doing. That's all I could do. Yes, I feel bad because I'm like, as a man, you're not supposed to be doing all that. But if that's what they want to do, they have to figure that out with God, not me. I have no power. Okay? I have no power to save anybody. All the power comes from God. If God allows me, uses me to help save somebody for his kingdom, I'm happy. If God doesn't, it's fine. It's okay. He's going to do it himself if he ever wants to do it. Okay? So to me, it's like, why would a pastor want to be around people like that? Even if Diddy is not doing nothing, it's like, don't you think those people that are in there are doing something? Kissing on each other, threesomes, all that type of stuff. They're doing it at those parties. And to me, it's like, college parties are worse because they don't even have any money. And Diddy has a lot of money. And there's a lot of celebrities with money. So they can afford a nastier life. They can afford sex workers, women of the nightlife, strippers, OnlyFans women. They could pay for all that because they have money. A college party, they can't afford sex workers. They could only invite people that go to the college. So if it's your college and you don't have freaky girls that want to do all that type of stuff, threesomes and all that, you can't do nothing about that because you don't have no money to go afford an actual prostitute. But Diddy and them could afford a prostitute. So why would you, as a man of God, as a pastor, you preaching on Sunday, Fridays, Wednesdays, to go out there and do that? It's embarrassing. Now they're claiming that you're a power bottom, that you're doing all that type of stuff. Like, as a pastor, why would you even want to be a power bottom? Don't you think that if your congregation hears something like that, they'll stop believing in you? They'll stop listening to your message? So that means you didn't care about your congregation. You didn't care about embarrassing your family, your daughters. You don't care about none of that. You want to live this sin out. And we all know that we have some sins that if we don't take care, can take over our life if we don't put a stop to it. If we don't put a stop to a certain sin, it could take over our life. For me, it's lust. Because as a child, bro, I was exposed to lust at a young age. So it's something I'm always going to have to battle with. It's my sin. I have to battle with that. Okay? So me, if I don't allow it into my life, it can't really take over. Lust can't take over my life if I don't allow it. Because God has given me the power to not be lustful. So if I'm I'm idle and I'm on my phone, I could be exposed to that type of stuff. So I have to be off my phone, off certain apps to not draw myself in, to not allow a portal for Satan to use to lead me to hell. I have to make that choice. I have to make that sacrifice. I have to tell myself, no, you should not be on these websites. You should not be on Twitter. You should not be on Instagram because there's someone like Cooking with Kaya. I'm gonna make a video on her very soon. Someone like Cooking with Kaya, twerking and doing all that type of stuff, and now she's mad that people are looking at her as a sexual being instead of a wholesome woman, because she's not a wholesome woman. If you were a wholesome woman, you will not have these negative remarks about you. You will be a faithful woman. You will be a woman that a man is proud to be outside with, not just because she's the cool woman on the block. Now I'm with her. I'm having her guts. I'm having sex with her. Now I'm cool because everybody wants to sleep with her, and now I'm sleeping with her. Okay? I'm making a video about her next. All right? Peace.